Hey everyone, welcome back to Sold on Love from the Orange Chairs, where we talk about real estate, real love, and real life. I'm Paul.
And I'm Fernando, and today we are talking about something every Floridian has lived through hurricane season.
Yeah, not fun. 6 months of the year, hurricanes where we live, we're either got one eye on the Weather Channel or maybe one eye on the liquor store.
Yeah, that is true. That is so us, actually. But there is a twist, Hurricanes don't just test your roof, they test your relationship too.
Oh, yes, they do. Surviving a hurricane season, that's 6 months of the year, I guess, is basically marriage boot camp, right? You better have a
Yes,
plan, supplies, a backup generator, and something for your patients, which I don't know what. Maybe that's where the
yes.
liquor store comes in.
I can tell you that because I have to survive this one. So I'm just kidding. And also, something very good for hurricane season is a really good snack stuff.
Yes, snacks are important. People
Of
don't realize how important food is during a hurricane.
Absolutely.
Just
So
saying.
before we start, can we talk about how insane these rains has been this
Mm.
past couple of
Yeah, not
days?
fun, not fun.
It feels like the sky hasn't gotten the memo to take a break. It's like kind of like the sky is falling, the sky is falling.
That's Chicken Little, right?
It's absolutely chicken little.
And I swear you told me there was a Spanish way to say that. I still swear that you told me that.
I don't recall that, but it's chicken little.
Isn't it Pollo Smallo?
Chicken little.
Oh,
Pollo chiquito.
Pollo chiquito. There we go.
Pollo
Okay,
chiquito.
sounds good. All right, so it's true. The rainstorms are a bummer for sure. But man, we've been busy through all this rain, which it's not fun, I will admit, but yeah, it's kind of cool. We've had inspections, appraisals, showings, open houses, no matter what. We just kept going. Our team does not stop. I love that about us. Even if that means having the umbrella in one hand and the contract folder in the other hand. We are
That
out
is
and
so
about
true.
doing our thing.
That is so true. And absolutely, also, don't forget about the workouts. We are
So-
like hustling out there, running through the storm to get into the gym. Like we are survivors, like we are in that in that show
Got
Survivors.
survivors.
Kind of like that.
Oh, how funny. I like that. That's a good
And
way to look at it.
that is but it's very true. You're like, and also, stop
I
it.
can't. That was awesome.
And also, just so you know, the jacuzzi is off limits for us. It's like it has been so much lightning in the
Yeah.
afternoons that we don't want to get fried in the hapta like two French fries. So we have been watching more shows lately in the afternoons, right now.
Dear Lord. So if you remember from a couple of our podcasts, we talk about being in a jacuzzi all the time. We haven't been able to do that. So now Netflix, Prime, Apple, Disney Plus, Hulu, you name it, whatever streaming service. 'Cause I
whatever.
swear we have all of them. We have watched all of the shows and our conversations. It's almost like they're family at this point, right?
Yeah,
It feels
we're
like it is. Some people are like, don't do that, no. But anyway,
And like sometimes we find ourselves like praying, like, oh my God, make the right decision. Don't do that. Don't do that.
and
Like, it's crazy. It's a TV show.
it's a TV show. It's not even family. But
So I do this and it make us sound like.
yeah, so if we quit real estate, we could be TV critics.
Yeah,
I
it
would
could
say
be.
we have the credentials at this point.
So Netflix, give us a call.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good plug. But at this point, I'm just waiting for the rain to stop so we can go back to our nightly jacuzzi routines. I miss that. Until then, we'll just keep mixing up our contracts, cardio, couch marathons, and food.
And what?
And food.
Oh, that's what we talk about every day. Food.
Okay, so let's set the stage. Hurricane season, June through November, give or take ish. Hopefully we're almost done, but half the year we're at the mercy of Mother Nature in Florida.
Oh, yes. And that is when actually real estate meets reality. If you are buying or selling in Florida, hurricanes can delay closings, freak out insurance underwriters, or suddenly make plywood the hottest commodity on earth. It's like the best friend for you.
That is so true. Home Depot suddenly has a run on plywood that nobody knows what the heck's
Oh,
going on.
yes.
It is true. And let me tell you about my first hurricane prep. Basically, it was a flashlight, a couple of candles, and 48 bottles of rosé.
48 bottles. Okay, so no batteries, but wine for days.
Yeah,
That is okay.
Something like that. I'm just kidding. But I was always prepared because one, I had the first hurricane went through. I had a little kid, so I made sure I was prepared. But
So that was
just in case.
40 years ago?
Let me do the math. I need a calculator, but yeah, it might be. But on the serious side, thank you very much. There are some recommendations to have in mind for hurricane season. For a buyer, always check insurance ahead of time or find out what premiums might look like so you have an idea, because during hurricane season, unfortunately, insurance agencies aren't always the nicest. The prices seem to go up, which is ridiculous. Roof age, when you're looking at homes, damage to the roof, impact windows, whether the seller might have gotten a pre-inspection or a mitigation report to help you see what's about to happen on your purchase, so you know what your insurance premium might look like, because
Yes.
it is much more expensive typically during, unfortunately, hurricane season. So
Yes, that is true. It's like recently we were dealing with this client, and the insurance is actually very expensive
yeah,
because she doesn't have the hurricane protection things,
that's right.
and the roof is kind of a little old, have a couple of years left, but it's gonna be pretty expensive for her,
Yeah.
and even more in this hurricane
Absolutely.
season.
So if you're a seller, what I would recommend too, and a homeowner, but if you're going to sell, obviously, get a pre-inspection wind report, because that way you know exactly what the buyer is going to see, and you might be able to mitigate some of that. And it gives buyers confidence that your home may not fly off to Oz.
Oh, that is so true. That is so true, Dorothy.
And I was raised in Kansas, so those that know me know what that means. The Wizard of Oz. You get it, the house flying on the Wicked Witch.
Yes, I
Okay.
know. I know. You are my wicked witch.
Okay. I don't know if I like that.
I'm
I'm
just
not. I'm not
kidding.
Galinda.
Uh, okay, okay, sure, in your dreams, but yeah. And also another important pro tip, probably runs out of water and breaks super fast. So if you don't want that your pantry hurricane season looks like lacrosse and gluten-free bread or hot dog buns, so prepare for that. You go early to
Yeah.
Publix or any other store, because I have seen so many times that you go actually when a storm is coming and it's nothing really major, and you go to Publix and it's like out of water, out of bread, out of eggs, out of milk, out of everything, and you see people going to pay with 10 different packs of water,
Yeah.
10 things of bread. Like, what are you gonna eat that for?
Yeah. I know.
Like, everybody deserves a chance also to prepare for that. So it's not just you, it's a lot of people too.
Yeah. I don't understand why people need 48 rolls of toilet paper for a 2-day storm.
I know, but that, something, that is when being gay come handy.
Why is
You
that?
don't need toilet paper. You just need a hose in the toilet, and you are good for all those days. Except if the water goes off.
I, I'm usually not speechless, but you found a way. So,
Well, but that
okay.
is so true.
If
If no, gay people, tell me if it's not true.
that is true. If anybody needs to understand this, just DM us. We'll explain it over our next podcast, maybe. So. Oh Lord. Anyway.
Well, and also hurricanes don't just bring wind; they bring also love storms.
Yeah, and in
I
our
can tell you a lot about that.
yeah, it is true.
I'm just kidding.
And in our house, one of us is calm, rational, making lists, and the other one is taping duct tape to the windows like it's a NASA lunch.
Oh yeah, so true.
That's awesome.
So, and let's be clear, I am the one with the playlist, with the pillows and with the mood lining thing, like mellow, relaxing,
I'm the one with the contracts, passport, and batteries.
Yeah, that is you, like, for sure, you will grab your laptop before grabbing me.
Nah, but okay. So if you really believe that, there's no question your cameras would come way before I ever was in the picture, so to speak.
Of course, of course. Like, don't doubt that, because like we need to keep a good quality photograph.
That's true. We do have image.
A good quality photograph style is very important. I'm just kidding. I am. We wouldn't do anything like that to each other, because we would put each other first before anything material, And
That is
in
true.
these situations like that, you should do that too. Don't worry about what is gonna happen to your house. Don't worry about what is gonna happen to your TV or anything like that. Those things you can buy then again. You can get those things again, but the health and that your family is safe and that you are safe, that is more important than anything.
Totally agree. We're just kidding around. You always come first every time, every day.
Of course.
It's never going to change. So,
okay, so there is one personal question that I want to do. when things get really stressful, what's the one thing that I do that calms you down?
Oh, definitely holding me or hugging me. That 20-second hugs are everything. That kind of just helps get everything in order. So that is cool. But you go into order mode. You're very organized. This, and this, which I love because out of the two of us, you're probably the more organized one. So I get to relax and sort of, okay, he's got this. So that helps. Especially, I mean, we haven't been through a hurricane really yet, but
No, we have
I have
not.
a feeling, secretly, it might annoy me that you're doing all of
Well,
this, but to be honest with you, it I know in every situation you have a plan, and I actually really like that.
yes, I always will have a plan. But yes, we last year we were kind of close of a
Itty
hurricane
bitty,
hitting, but then it went
yeah.
around and hit like Tampa and all
It
of that.
was an itty bitty one.
But we were prepared, we were calm because like I've been in Florida for 5, 6 years now, and every time that they say it's gonna hit Florida, everybody just goes crazy and it never hits.
Yeah, well,
But you should be prepared. You should be
yeah,
prepared
yeah,
anyway. But everything that he was saying about that I have the plan and all of that, I'm guilty of all the chargers.
good. I prefer you to be the one having. I don't have to worry about it. But all right, so if we lost power for a week and you didn't have TV because that doesn't count, what would you miss most?
That is super easy.
What was that?
You know that the TV and Wi-Fi.
The TV. Well, you can't have
I
TV,
no
so
no no. So my phone and
yeah. Okay,
Wi-Fi.
that I get.
My
that
phone and Wi-Fi.
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
my phone
Okay.
and Wi-Fi. You know why? Because like, if I don't have my phone and Wi-Fi, I cannot communicate with my family, and that wouldn't make me really happy. So, no phone, no happy Fernando.
And that is terrifyingly true.
Yes, it's like first my family is gonna be going crazy if they cannot communicate with us. Like it's just like my mom. If something is happening like in New York City or Chicago or something like that, I just calling us like, "Hey guys, are you okay? I hear it's happening this in US." Like, mom, that is another state. That is like hundreds of miles from where we live. But
I do the same thing with anything in Colombia, right? If I see something on TV or on internet or anything about Colombia, I automatically assume, oh no, I hope the family's okay. Meanwhile, it's 3 or 4 hours away
yes,
because
that is
Colombia
so
isn't
true.
just one little town; it's actually a
It's
big
a big
country.
yes, that is so true.
But when you're not there, you don't pay attention.
So, hurricane seasons in Florida isn't just about stocking up on water and but it is. It's also a huge impact in the buying and selling process too.
Oh God, yes. And again, we talk about sellers and buyers a lot, but even if you're just a homeowner, but for obviously doing the real estate show, but if you're
And before you
yeah,
continue, we are not hurricane specialized or anything like that. This is
no,
just our point of view again, like what we have experienced
oh yeah,
in
yeah,
these years living in
we're
Florida.
like the common public, run like hell, take cover, but we know some things too.
Yes.
So for sellers, this is a prime time to really make your property hurricane ready. That means trimming trees, securing loose items, and most importantly, having updated inspections on your roof, windows, and shutters, or getting the most up to date as you can. It is worth the expense because buyers do pay attention to that, and
Very
the
much.
more prepped your home is or hurricane ready as a seller, even during hurricane season, and a buyer's looking at your home, the more apt they are to consider your home. It's just sort of psychologically a
Yes,
different a
it's
different point of view. So
it's like like in your mind everything has to be perfect for
yeah,
that. So
yeah, exactly.
and also for buyers in the other hand, you should actually have very important questions. Don't just fall in love with the beautiful kitchen or with the wood floors, nothing like that. You have to actually ask important questions like how old is the roof, are the windows in
Impeccable. Yeah.
hurricane proof,
Yep.
also what is the flow sum, like those things actually affect your insurance
Oh
a
God.
lot more than you think.
Yeah, absolutely, quite a bit. And the example you gave earlier is really all you need to hear during hurricane season. Insurance companies, they're hedging their bets. They know there's going to be some damage. Someone's going to have to pay for it, and people paying the premium is where it's going to come from. So, as far as a market angle during hurricane season, buyers sometimes really kind of hesitate, thinking maybe I'll wait till it passes. But the truth is, sellers are motivated, and it's still a really, really great time to buy. And sometimes there's more flexibility because maybe there's either not as many buyers in the market looking because of the time of year, So it's a good thing to just be focused and be ready, make an offer.
Yes, and exactly, what means like which means buyers can get an opportunity if there's more unprepared. There is more opportunity if you are prepared for that.
Yeah, so breaking it down a little bit, and keep in mind this can vary, but um, pros of buying and selling hurricane season: less competition, motivated sellers, sometimes better deals. You are getting into purchase season though a little bit, if there is such a thing in Florida. So the market isn't quite dead or anything, but people do get concerned. The cons, I mean, we talked about it a lot. It's insurance hurdle, inspection delays if a storm hits. I mean, that I've lived through that. That is no bueno. That is
Yeah.
horrible. And that little thing called possible flooding, no fun at all.
Oh
And
yeah.
those things are real. So you really need to be prepared throughout your purchase and work with your agent, work with your agent on how that affects the deal as you go forward.
Yes, just like we were talking about how much rain we have been getting for the past couple of days. I remember a couple of years ago, it was so much rain like
Oh
for an
yeah,
entire week, and I used to live in downtown Miami, and everything was flooded there. Like hundreds
yeah,
of cars were underwater. That was crazy,
I do
crazy,
remember
crazy,
that.
crazy, and a lot of houses, apartments, all of that got like
Yeah,
flooded.
exactly. Not
So
fun.
now let's talk about sellers and what not to do. Don't don't ignore the repairs and
Yep.
missing shingle or water
Heater. Yep.
heater, because the insurance becomes a nightmare for the buyers.
Yep. I agree. And also, just quite honestly, homeowners out there, if your roof is missing something or isn't protected, you're just going to make the situation exacerbate even more. So that's really good advice. Just make sure that's all buttoned up, because that's the number one thing insurance companies are going to look
Yeah,
at.
so
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
So buyers, what not to do? Don't assume. Don't assume. Don't assume every home is covered or in great shape because it looks good. You know, that old
That is so
saying.
true.
Saying lipstick on a pig. You got a pig, you put lipstick on it, and maybe the lipstick looks, or the pig looks pretty because it's wearing lipstick. Take the lipstick off, and you still have a pig.
I have never heard that before,
Okay, but you
but
get it, right?
yeah, I get
Oh,
it.
okay. So kind of that. Just get quotes from your insurance company before completely falling in love, because that insurance quote could be the thing that makes or breaks your deal.
I'm
It
just
is,
laughing
you
about
have
the
the
pig
lipstick on a
event.
pig.
Yes.
Feel free to use that at any time you want.
I was just like, oh, who?
It's lipstick on a pig. You've never heard that?
I have never heard that, but that is basically just like
It's kind
you
of
can
like
look pretty outside, but you can be horrible in the inside. So it's like kind of the same thing.
that same thing. You
Okay.
nailed it. Same thing.
So bottom line, with the right preparation, hurricane season doesn't have to stop real estate. It just means if we all must work a little smarter and harder, that is a perfect thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where having, again, the right agent or team with you make a difference. And that's what we are. We're the ones that will get you through that. We know all the things that we've seen sellers do or buyers do. So whether it's a plywood trick or whatever it is,
And we are pretty
we've
good at
seen
it.
it.
So, give us a call,
Yeah.
the Lord side on our team.
954 609 4960.
We are just kidding.
We need to get a jingle with that. I think that's
954 609
Okay, let's move on.
60 60 60.
Let's move on, shall we? I was thinking a little different jingle, but that was a good
Don't
first
give me
attempt.
ideas. Don't give me ideas because
No.
you know that I like to inventing
All right,
things when
so
I'm thinking and all
then
that.
let's put it on the table. You need to come up with a Lorza Elner team jingle.
Ooh,
All right.
okay, okay. I
You
will.
heard it here
I
first.
will.
All right, so
Okay.
let's keep rocking.
Now let's be honest. Being stuck without AC, Wi-Fi, or Netflix or TV or anything, that would be an stress test for a relationship and for any couple.
It is. I think people don't realize how much stuff like that consumes time that you're together with somebody, right? And suddenly it's just you and a board game, if you have board games, and
we don't
way
have
too much.
any.
Yeah, but we're always prepared because we have those conversation cards that we both
We have
love.
been going through that
Yeah.
like 20 times already,
Well, we have,
so many times.
but I've changed my answers a few times to see if you'd catch it.
No, I always catch it.
Oh, okay.
So also that can just be like a karaoke by flashlight.
Yeah, you just turned everything into a concert.
We're going
show.
up, up, up. Is that where mom?
Okay. So anyway, wait, that might work if you use that. Okay, we're getting way off track here. So,
but that is what this is about. Just
it
conversational,
is.
just being us.
It's survival mode.
And it's like me in the shower. He was saying that the other day, that I say that I go to the shower and it's just like 10 minutes. He said that it's 45 minutes because I do a concert in the shower. It's like, I don't realize that, so I just sing in the shower.
Yes,
I didn't have a pretty voice, but I like singing.
Oh no, you sound great. The acoustics are wonderful in the bathroom.
Of course,
really accentuate through it. Right. All right. So where were we?
I don't know. Well,
we were talking about being without anything during a hurricane.
Yes. So okay, humor is survival, babe.
Yep.
Baby is like, you don't have to panic. You have two options. You panic in a hurricane, or you just laugh because you are prepared. And I choose to laugh.
Yeah, I'm with you. And we probably would fight over survival snacks, but it wouldn't be because anybody's snack was better. I probably would eat all mine first because you eat a lot slower than I. So you would have like a whole bunch of snacks left, and I would be done. And I'd have to look at your pile and look at you and make whatever cute face I could to see if I could get some snacks. Would you share if I ate all mine?
Of course I will. You always eat my snacks, so I don't have a problem with sharing. But you know how you will kill time? Actually, now that I think about it, I think about that you will be probably just making your cooking inventions in the kitchen. You always make it. Oh my god, I have this. And something delicious comes out.
It's years of watching the cooking channel and going in the pantry, and there's 5 things I can make something. Damn it!
So let's say it's a survival gourmet.
That's right. We could do a hurricane survival cooking show.
Oh, okay.
There's a thought.
Yeah, I will film you because I don't know how to cook. So now I know how to cook. I just don't like it. He's the one that cooks. So True. Okay. So we have some listener questions in every episode, and today is no exception. So we're gonna have a couple that have people send us in DMs and messages and all of that. When we see somebody, they ask this type of questions. So we always take these questions in mind,
and we save them for the right podcast, so to speak, because we get asked a lot of questions. Yes. So these were very appropriate for this, we think.
So you want to start or should I start?
I'll start, I guess. So.
No, I will start.
Okay, you start.
Okay, let me start.
Okay.
How do you keep your cool with your partner when you are stuck for days?
Well, if you think back, I talked about having 48 bottles of rosé, so I think wine is really a good companion in therapy.
So that is your mantra?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, for me, it's easy. Wi-Fi off, no Netflix, so that means no distractions. So all the attention is just for me.
So there you go. Okay. Okay, I like that.
Me, myself,
and I. And occasionally I'm allowed in. All right. Do hurricanes ever make you rethink living in Florida?
For me, actually, no. I would rather, wrestle an iguana or an alligator before moving. I don't want to be like putting like a snow somewhere in the north. Like, no, I know. I don't go for that.
Yeah, but wrestling an iguana.
Well, I used to do it when I was a child. When I grew up, like these huge iguanas were like in the patio of my house, and anytime sometimes you just hear them falling from the tree. So you were like, what the hell was that? And then it was an iguana next to you. So it's like, you have to run or die.
I can't. So the funny part about all of this, that iguana wrestling comment you made, is what do you do every time we're down at the pool or the hot tub when an iguana comes within 50 feet or eye shot of you? You run. So you're not wrestling any iguana anywhere.
Well, it's Survivor, I have to survive. Well, thank God it's an iguana and not a chicken. I will have a heart attack.
You don't like chickens either.
I will have a heart attack.
Which is worse, chicken or iguana?
Chickens.
And how this made our podcast, I have no idea.
I don't know.
We're talking about hurricanes. We have chickens and iguanas.
Well, you eat chicken in a hurricane, so kind of the same thing. If you have to kill the chicken or the iguana, they taste the same. They taste like chicken.
Somehow that connection almost makes sense. I'm going to move on and answer this question and just say sometimes do I rethink living in Florida? I have actually been through several hurricanes over my lifetime. Some of them have been brutal. But it's never really made me leave. I mean, Florida has no state income tax. It's worth the risk. And suddenly the storms are like, okay, that's not so bad.
That is so true. So, who is the most dramatic during a storm?
Okay, I'll go first. I'm going to say Fernando. And I'm going to say Fernando because he packs like we're evacuating to Mars. You grab the candles, the canned tuna, and my decorative throw pillows. We have to basically take everything. But you are organized. You have a list of everything we're taking.
Of course.
But we're taking everything.
A backpack ready, I guess. I will say, actually, that is Paul.
Why?
You are so dramatic. You announce every lightning strike like this is on CNN.
It's like last night.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God. Did you see that? Like, yes, I see it. Then we are safe here. They're not gonna hit you. So it's like, relax.
Oh, that is actually kind of funny because it's kind of true. All right.
Okay. What is your storm survival guilty pleasure?
And see, everyone's gonna know this now. Okay, Oreos and peanut butter. Don't knock it till you try it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you don't like peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter.
I like peanut butter on anything. Peanut butter is awesome.
I know you eat the peanut butter just with a spoon, the whole thing.
I'm just gonna make this announcement.
It doesn't taste
peanut butter, banana, and honey. Okay.
Anyway, you got me when you say bananas, but when you say peanut butter and honey, I was like, okay, I know.
Oh, okay.
Well, for me, it's easy, just like watching telenovelas while Paul is pretending he's learning some Spanish vocabulary.
I'm working on it.
Actually, I'm just there for the drama and just laughing with Paul because he started talking and I was like, okay. It's like, yes, very close.
I'm working on it. Un poquito.
Un poquito,
mi amor.
Okay.
Un poquito, mi amor. I'm getting there.
So how do you say give me some kisses in Spanish?
Oh, something besito.
Try it.
Domo, no.
No, give me some kisses. How you say it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Dame besitos.
That's it. Dame some besitos. Yeah, close enough. And this is on. People are going to see it. All right. Anyway, so I know we've been joking around a little bit because hurricanes. You kind of have to be funny about them because they're very serious, obviously.
Yes, they're very serious. So you have to actually be prepared.
Yeah.
Pay a lot of attention. Be always attentive to the news, to the forecast, and all of that. It's just like we are just joking to make a little bit of fun of that in these kind of situations. So, but actually, you have to be very careful. Don't go out if it's a hurricane. So, they show people in videos and all of that going out in a really bad storm. Are they crazy?
Yeah. Yes. some yes, but like I said, I've been through a few, and they are scary, and you do need to prepare. And when you don't prepare is when you should have prepared. So, obviously, wherever you get your source from, however you prepare your hurricane kit, whatever it is, just do it. And go through this podcast, go back through and listen to some of the tips we gave for sellers and buyers. If you're thinking about buying or you're thinking about selling, these are actually really true, serious things. We're living proof. We've just put some stuff under contract. And those things are front and center, and we're seeing it in real time with prices of insurance or, folks worrying about, well, this doesn't have this. Should I even be buying it? I mean, those are real things. So just make sure that you're focused on it. Pay attention to it. Don't take it for granted. Assume that it's really going to happen.
And, don't forget the snacks. They are very important in hurricane season.
I agree.
Thank you for joining us one more time on Soul on Love from the Orange Shirts.
Yep. Stay safe in the rainy days. Count the lightning strikes. I do. And we will see you next time.
Yes. Have a great weekend.